time to make the final drive through the north of Sweden before we cross the border to Norway. The trailer is full of pallets with plastic bottle caps, and the final destination is a dairy that will use the caps for their milk and yogurt boxes. It's gonna be a challenging drive through the mountain pass and its curves and steep hills. My name is Cassie and I drive trucks. And right now we are in Skellefteå.
Vi är i Skellefteå. They're honking at me. do. I think your cable is living a dangerous life. Oh, a Volvo 240. Love them. Wow, that's a nice Volvo 740. Wow, so fresh, so clean. I miss those cars. They were everywhere when I was growing up. And suddenly they all disappeared, except for that one.
As the sun is setting, we're getting further north every minute. And with that, more snow.
Ja, men jag tror att det kommer bli jättepopulärt. Det är ju en intressant sak att tänka på när vi har den här skärmtidsdebatten som vi har haft.
This is where we're sleeping. Nice. I like that you can see in the snow how other trucks have parked. It's so slippery. Beep, beep. Nine and a half hours. Yeah. I am normally not a morning person and I need lots of sleep every night to feel like a decent person. But during my work weeks, when I'm out in a truck, I like to start early and see the world slowly wake up. Today's starting point is Töre, and we're gonna reach our final destination in Harstad, Norway, around lunchtime. But I'll have a quick stop to refuel some diesel in Kiruna first. I've never been to Kiruna, so it's gonna be interesting to see. We have about 1 hour to Kiruna, and this road has been very nice this far.
when I'm up there on the stage. Oh, the limelight keeps me warm, and the music keeps me safe. But when I come back down here, don't know who I wanna be. Was supposed to come so easily. It's the hardest thing for me.
Well, we made it to Kiruna. It's 16 minus degrees. Happy is very cold. I just took him out for a short break after I have refueled the truck. So yeah, I'm having my break here. As long as no one else is coming. If that's the case, then I'll move, of course. We have about 4 hours more to drive before we're in the delivery place in Norway. Whew, it's really slippery here. Especially when people are gonna go over the crosswalks. I have to stop, and it's a really struggle to get the truck going again. That's where the Norway buggy is very handy. So yeah, I also saw the big church from the big church move. That was earlier this 2025. Cool. Oh, I've seen that on Ice Road Truckers when they cover the cooler because it gets too cold. Nice. I've never seen it in reality before. Reality. My part of the world, at least. The whole town of Kiruna and the church I mentioned is currently being moved. Yep, they are moving the whole town to a new location. Since they are doing so much ore mining here, the ground isn't safe for the buildings anymore, so they went with this solution. And it's pretty impressive, I think. So I really recommend that you Google search the Kiruna move to see pictures and videos from when they moved the church. They had a live stream and everything. But of course after this video.
That's why I decided not to have anyone leave. You find me in the
Are they gonna climb the ice? Like in that old game, Ice Climbers? Is that what they're doing?
But I'm addicted to the noise. I'm addicted to the noise.
Oh, reindeer! As long as you stay off the road, I am very happy. Thank you.
But there is something I can't be in this weird world. I'll be your manic pixie dream girl. I'm an anxious angel, keep preparing for the worst. And if you ever come in my way, you'll be second, never first. I give your life some color, then I go home with nothing left. Who is that my only purpose? And the thing that I do best, the thing that I do best. I'm not your Monday, wifey. You better roll your hair.
So this is Bjørnfjell in Norway. Yeah, this will be fun. So even though this footage has been sped up quite a lot, I was driving pretty slow here. I wasn't scared, but I had respect for the road. Especially after I went down a hill and the trailer started jackknifing a bit when I used the brakes. It is a huge difference to drive on roads like this compared to dozing off on a straight and dry highway. And I could feel my energy draining every minute from keeping all the focus on the road. What is that? It's blowing away the snow. Can I pass? Thank you. now we have almost passed over the mountain. The final part goes down a lot. I made a separate video of what happened here, and I got a comment on there that said, "I have never been scared when going up a mountain." And I agree with that. Even though I had a scary experience years ago when I was driving a gravel truck. I was going up a very steep hill, fully loaded with gravel. Snow and ice all over. I knew the hill was gonna be icy, so I started with as much speed as I could. And just as I was about to reach the top of the hill, the truck lost its grip and stopped. And that would have been fine, except for the part when it started sliding backwards again. I went down the hill all the way to the start, and there was nothing I could do about it. Gladly, no one was behind me, and the truck stopped when I reached the flat part, just before it hit some cement blocks also. I was incredibly lucky nothing else happened during this moment. And I had to stand still for a few minutes, just to land in what happened. And speaking of that... So what happened was, I hit the brakes a bit too hard, the truck braked while the trailer kept going.
I jackknifed and I'm freaking terrified. Ooh.
You can see from the camera that the truck is getting pushed to the side, and in the mirrors I can see the side of the trailer up here more and more.
I need to shield. Are shaking. They are so sweaty. I kind of want to go home now. Can I do that? Alright, let's continue. Can barely get started from here, even though there's gravel on the ground.
So when the road started turning, I did the mistake of pressing down the brake pedal slightly too hard, which caused the truck to brake, while the trailer lost its grip and started sliding sideways while pushing on the truck, a so-called jackknife. I let go of the brake as soon as I saw what was happening, and I opened the gravel boxes for the truck's driving wheels. And it did stop the jackknife from happening, and I got my grip back.
Simulator. Nordic Horizons. It was way easier to drive in the simulator than in real life. These roads are so slippery.
So I finally made it to my destination. Yay! I didn't film any part of the unloading, but it was a pretty standard procedure. So here are some older clips of me loading and unloading stuff. In case you are new to my channel, I got completely burnt out a couple of years ago, and I can tell my brain is not working in the same way as it did before it got burnt out. My energy levels are more limited, and driving for hours and hours on roads like this that require high alert, yeah, it's really draining me. I have learned to recognize the patterns when my head gets overloaded and needs rest. I get a physical pain in my head. It feels like my brain is getting fried, like a batch of French fries in hot oil. I'm losing the ability to multitask and remember things. For example, when they ask how many pallets I have, it's all foggy. I can't even answer because I can't remember, even though I checked the amount the day before. When I finally can rest, I have no problem sleeping for 14 hours straight. When I was still working full-time, I constantly felt less rested every week. And in the end, you end up with a 7% energy percentage and a glitching charger. And even though this burnout has taught me a lot about myself and life in general, I really wish I had known all this before it happened, so I could have prevented it from happening. But now I have learned how to live with it, and hopefully I can spread some awareness through this video. Oh well, let's go back to the story.
I have unloaded the truck, or they have, the people working here. I have eaten some food. I am exhausted. It's quite cold. I'm gonna drive for about an hour. Then I'm gonna get some rest. Tack för besöket. You're welcome. Welcome for all the bottle caps for the milk cardboards. You're welcome. All the way from Holland. Oh Jesus, I am exhausted. I have been so tense this whole trip. At least today. So we'll see what I do tomorrow. I'm gonna rest soon. Then tomorrow we will see how the weather is, if they have sanded the fjell. Otherwise I need to put on my snow chains for the first time. Yeah.
Ja, hej vän! Hallå! Hej! Va? Ja, vill du gå ut? Knappast. Ja, hej vän! Ja.
There is the Norway airport, where I flew home last time I was here. But today,
Happy! We're gonna sleep in the truck. Yes. Where are you going?
nice. I have just showered at the Circle K gas station, where we will be spending the night. High vis and shorts. When I have showered, I do not want to take on my leggings the first thing I do. That's why I have my shorts with me. People can stare all they want, but I'm the Viking. I am so exhausted from today. It has been a lot. And I look forward to sleeping.